Hey Aquarius, my name is Cherrelle and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to do your reading for the rest of July and see what messages you might need to pay attention to. Okay, so just keep in mind that this is going to be a general reading. Not every message is going to resonate with everybody out there. And then also, if you're watching for an Aquarius in your life, some of the messages could be for you. Okay. And then I also wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you for all the love and the support you've been showing my channel. I see a lot of growth. I see a lot of new people subscribing. I'm getting a lot of comments. So I do appreciate it. All right, so we're going to get started and we're going to see what messages Spirit has for you. Okay. Holy Spirit, angels, and ancestors, thank you for walking with me in this reading for the Aquariuses. Allow me to give a clear and accurate message to the Aquariuses out there watching this. What do they need to see? Spirit, what is a message for the Aquariuses out there? What is a message for the Aquariuses out there watching? Exchanging gifts. Okay. You could be receiving a gift or giving a gift to someone. This could also, sometimes when I get this card, I pick up on like spiritual gifts, tapping into those gifts. What else, Spirit? What other messages? It's like you're surprised how talented you are, or maybe somebody is surprised how talented you are. Okay, fork in the road. So this is talking about having multiple options and not really knowing what route to take. Maybe you need to rely on your gifts, like your intuition, to guide you. Maybe that's what this is saying, but we're going to see. What else, Spirit? What other messages do you have for the Aquariuses watching? To be fair. Okay, so this is definitely a reading about like an Aquarius out there that might be tapping into their spiritual gifts. Maybe you're like just entering into the spiritual community, so like reading videos, watching tarot reading videos. You might be new to spirituality or new to your gifts, and it can be kind of confusing, like not really knowing what to do with your gifts or how to, you know, use them. With the To Be Fair card, things are going to balance out. You're going to really gain control and like gain a handle on these gifts. Okay, and it's like the spiritual community is going to help you through the process. Maybe you're getting a lot of messages from nature, or while you're in nature, or maybe seeing like a lot of birds, or like getting a lot of messages from the clouds, or from looking in the clouds. But it's like you're guided through this like change in your life. I feel like there's an Aquarius out there is really tapping into their gifts. Okay, so we're gonna see what are the gifts about? Okay, Spirit, can you clarify exchanging gifts? Judgment. Yeah, it's like you're being given these gifts. And I feel like I'm just laughing because like the movements I make sometimes, I don't know, but I feel like, you know, in the past you could have been so so unaware of how blessed you are, or how much you're favored, you know. Like there's a certain gift that you have and I feel like you're caught off guard by it, or maybe you're surprised about the gifts that you're receiving, or maybe someone around you is surprised, but like you're you're being awakened to what your power, basically. What else, Spirit, with the exchange gives? What else, Spirit? Two of Swords. I feel like, you know, maybe at times you try to fight it, or you try to rationalize it. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Like, how is this possible? Okay, this never happens. Well, maybe this is like a coincidence. Like, I kind of feel like this is the energy of you talking yourself out of it, or thinking yourself out of it, like not really fully trusting that what your intuition is guiding you, where your intuition is guiding you is where you're supposed to be. Like, I feel like you keep overthinking it, or trying to really push against it. But I feel like this could be past energy, because I feel like now you're aware. Like, there's no denying what I have. Like, you can't deny how gifted you are. What else? Yeah, the Devil. And with the Devil energy being here, I feel like this was the energy of like that way of thinking. Yeah, this is what this was. You know, the Devil is a sneaky, you know, something or another. I feel like literally evil energies, or a toxic way of thinking was really trying to block you from seeing this gift, seeing your intuition, trying to block you from trusting your intuition, trying to literally steal these gifts from you. This is what I'm picking up. Like, this toxic bond, whatever this, and I feel like this was like your own thinking. I don't think this was anybody else. I think this was how you were viewing things, because, like, you know, if you're not used to having something like this, I can really speak from experience. If you're not used to having certain gifts, and then all of a sudden, like, you're being blessed with this, you try to rationalize it, especially if you're not really spiritual, or if you haven't been like really tapped into the universe like that. And it's basically a way to kind of distract you, a way to try to steal that gift. Okay, Spirit, what else with the exchange? Okay, Four of Swords. I really do feel like you were in your head for a while about what is going on in your life spiritually. I think like you like, I just get the energy of you kept trying to rationalize it, like, this doesn't make sense. I feel like you were putting too much of your logical way of thinking into these, like, this spiritual gift that you have. But I do feel like that was how you viewed it in the past. Now I feel like you're aware that this is a gift from God. Like, this is something that, this is a blessing, okay? And I feel like you may have, like, at times where you're kind of doubting yourself or doubting your gifts. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, and that's, yeah, when you're doubting yourself and when you're doubting your gifts, that's what causes, like, the confusion. I'm trying to look at this. This is what causes the confusion, when you're doubting your gifts, not knowing which route to go, because really Spirit is saying, like, trust your intuition. Like, I'm guiding you. I gave you this intuition for you to rely on it. You don't need to think about it like that. Like, just trust how you feel. Like, trust your intuition. But then sometimes I feel like you might get in the situation, or you might have moments where you're confused. Like, I don't know if this is real. Am I crazy? Where do I go next? Knight of Wands, like, that's that impulsive way of thinking. I feel like sometimes it's like you get spooked out almost. It's like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. I got to stop. Like, maybe that's the energy that I'm getting. Yeah, and it's like you really want to leave quick, like, or you really want to get out of get out of tapping into your gifts. Because it just might be maybe overwhelming, or you just like super confused, like it's not making sense. Yeah, like you're not clear, like, well, how is this possible? How am I so powerful? Or how am I able to all right, Aquarius, I've been having like a lot of little interruptions today with these readings, but yeah, let's get back into your reading. I feel like, you know, you're being opened up to the world of spirituality, and with that, there's a lot of gifts that you might be receiving. And I'm also getting the energy that you're kind of confused, like when stuff starts happening, or maybe like when you see spirit moving in your life. Maybe it's causing you to be a little bit confused and not really sure how it's happening. And with this Knight of Wands being here, I feel like it causes you to act impulsively and feel like, okay, I gotta stop doing what I'm doing. Okay? But I'm going to clarify this, and I'm just going to see, because I've never really gotten a reading like this before. Spirit, can you clarify the Knight of Wands? What is the Knight of Wands here for? This is something new for me. Spirit, can you clarify the Knight of Wands? Okay, yeah, so the message that I'm getting is when you're in the energy of feeling afraid, because I feel like this is scared energy, like you leaving really quickly, acting on impulse because something doesn't make sense to you, because these new gifts, these spiritual gifts that you've been getting, it doesn't make sense to you, and I feel like it really confuses you, even though like deep down inside you already know the truth. Like you've been awakened to what you're capable of, or what kind of gifts you were blessed with. But still at the same time, I feel like this is for somebody who just might be new to stepping into spirituality, so it kind of freaks you out, or it kind of scares you. But with the Five of Cups here, this is saying like, the message that Spirit is saying is like, slow down, because you don't want to end up it's like regretting the moves that you make, or you don't want to end up ignoring these gifts. Okay, it'll be a loss for you if you move too quick. So basically, trust your intuition, you know, trust your guides, trust Spirit in this process. Really rely on this spiritual community for confirmation, for messages, like all of that stuff. Like that's going to help you really tap in and take control of these gifts, because I feel like this is somebody who's a little bit new to this. And then with this Devil card being here, this is an energy of, this is a toxic, this could be a toxic way of thinking, a toxic, because we do have like a lot of Swords energy, but like your thoughts can really get the best of you, you know, and really stop these gifts from developing. At the bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Okay, this is complete happiness. This card is the happiest card in the deck. So I just feel like, you know, right now things might be afraid, like you might be afraid, or things might be a little bit scary, because this is something new. This is happening really quickly. You're not used to this. But it's like you're chosen for a reason. You know, you're in this position for a reason. And instead of fighting it and letting this gift go, try to look at it in a different aspect. Try to really connect to Spirit and see, like, let Spirit guide you, basically. Yeah. Okay, so for this fork in the road, this confusion, not knowing what to do, let's see what else, Spirit. What else do we have for the fork in the road? Okay, so we have, so these cards came up in reverse. This is the, uh-oh, I'm dropping all my cards. Okay, so this is the, and I feel like all over the place too. Like I feel like you might be feeling all over the place, like, oh my God, what do I do next? Like, where do I go? Oh my God. So the Queen of Pentacles, this card came in reverse. But Queen of Pentacles is a mothering, nurturing energy. So what this is saying, like, you see this pentacle that she's holding on to? I'm seeing this as a gift. Like, this is something dear to her. This is something special. This is something that she's nurturing. But this card came up in reverse. So to me, what the message is that, and I was about to say Aries, but Aquarius, you have this gift that you're not nurturing. There's a gift that's inside of you. There's something special that you're not nurturing it. And I feel like it's just because you're so confused about it, or you're confused as to maybe why God chose you. Why do you have this gift? What do you do with this? You know, things like that. I feel like you're asking yourself a lot of questions. And maybe it's so confusing or maybe so overwhelming at times that you end up just like backing away from it. 10 of Wands, this is talking about a burden, like carrying something on your own, but it was in reverse. So I feel like what the message is saying is, Aquarius, let go of holding this burden of confusion. You know, let go of holding this on your own and really rely on spirit. Rely on the spiritual community. You know, you're probably getting a lot of messages or seeing like maybe a lot of synchronicities or just like a lot of things that you're not used to right now. And it might be freaking you out, or you just might feel like this is so different from what I'm used to. Like, this is so different from what I'm used to. I don't understand it. So maybe I need to step away from it or something like that. And I feel like, you know, maybe you have, because, you know, Aquarius, naturally, you guys are very intellectual. So I feel like this is not making sense to you logically, you know. And spirit, when you're moving with the spirit, there's nothing logical about it. And that's one of the hardest things that you may have to learn when you're in the spiritual community. Like, when you're dealing with God and you're dealing with the universe, things are not happening on our timing, or it's just, there's the way the spirit moves is completely different from what our logical mind is used to. And maybe you're trying to understand, like, how is this even possible? Like, how am I able to do what I'm doing? And it doesn't make sense. And so, I don't know. I feel like that's a message for somebody. And it's a new message. I haven't given this message before. So this is something new. Got me second guessing myself. Like, what are you talking about, Cherrelle? Like, but yeah, that's the message. To be fair though, I didn't clarify this card. So we're going to clarify this. This is balance, basically. Like, things are going to balance out. Right now, they might be all over the place. You might feel confused. You just might feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing. But your emotions will balance out. Trust your intuition. Trust spirit. Trust any messages that you're seeing. Especially if, you know, you keep seeing the same message or the same synchronicity over and over. Just trust the process. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify to be fair for the Aquariuses? To be fair. Spirit, clarify to be fair. Ooh. Okay, wow, okay. So we have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. And these came out together. So these changes that are happening in your life, they're happening really, like, this is a quick change. Like, something is quickly changing. And Wands is communication. So you could be getting like a lot of messages from, you know, even from, normally when I look at the 6 of Cups, usually when I see this card, it's either like soulmate energy, like there's a soulmate that's connecting to you, or you're dealing with someone who feels like a soulmate, like you've known them before. But the energy that I'm picking up on with this reading is that there's somebody that you've known, maybe from like childhood, or you've known since you were a child. Maybe they're not with you anymore. I don't know. But that energy is guiding you through this process. Like, you're going to get a lot of communication with this energy from your past. Yeah, maybe they're no longer with you. And that's like a guide or something. What else, Spirit? To be fair. Ace of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so Like Spirit really wants you to know that you are loved, like you are blessed. You have a beautiful new beginning coming towards you from like, it's like you're being opened up to a brand new world, like a whole new world. And there's so much love, and it's like you're protected around this, in this energy, like you're protected. You no longer have to feel defeated. Like you no longer have to feel like you're doing things on your own. Or it's like this energy is saying you're able to walk away from the things that aren't making you happy. Trust the process again. Okay, so I'm gonna I feel like that's all I have for you right now, but I'm gonna not clarify, I'm gonna pull some cards from this deck. This is Notes on the Universe on love and connection. So I'm gonna see what messages the Spirit have for you guys. This is a new reading for me, for you guys. Like I've never done a reading like this for anyone. Okay. I've been reading for about I want to say almost 2 years. Like yeah, reading cards almost 2 years, and I haven't done a reading like this before. So this is really interesting. You gotta let me know if this one resonated with you. Let me know who this one was for. Okay, all right. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the Aquarius? Convince yourself, not others. Okay, so this message is saying, like, you know, going back to really trying to rationalize and make things logical. You just might be feeling like you could be crazy. Like, I'm crazy. This can't be happening. Like, this doesn't make sense. Normal things like this don't happen. How does this happen? You could be afraid of how you're looking towards others, or how others view you because of the things that you have or the gifts that you have. But the Spirit is saying, don't worry about that. You know, don't worry about what people think of you. Trust yourself. Worry about how you feel about yourself, okay? What else, Spirit? What other messages for the Aquarius is out there? What else, Spirit? Okay. Time to make a demonstration. You're being given these gifts for a reason. You're about to show people, like, it's like, when people look at you, they're going to see something different in you. They're going to see something special in you. You're going to show people just how powerful you are. And you're going to surprise a lot of people with your gifts. Okay. Any other messages for the Aquariuses out there? Any other messages, Spirit, for the Aquariuses out there watching? Okay. You will be surprised. I feel like you're already surprised, like what in the hell is going on? You're going to be very surprised where this path leads you. You have more options than you realize, okay? So you're stepping into a whole new cycle, and this is going to bring like a lot of beautiful surprises your way, okay? So just, I would say, really stay connected to Spirit, stay connected to God during this process. You know, we all have free choice, free will. So if you want to, I would advise you to stay connected to Spirit. But you have a beautiful gift, definitely. And Spirit wants you to nurture it so he can really show you what you're about to do, the mark that you're about to make with this gift. Okay? All right, Aquarius. I hope you got some type of clarity from this reading. If so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also check me out on Instagram. I have all that information in the link below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.